The problem with funneling all of your money into your 401k like I am for the sake of early retirement is that things can be pretty inflexible if you make a mistake, and unfortunately, that's the position that I find myself in. Hello and welcome to my Budget With Me video for the month of August. In case you're new here, I'm Raymond, a software engineer on the path to financial independence and retiring early, and I've managed to save over $140,000 so far. If you'd like to follow me on my journey, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel, so thank you so much in advance. Without further ado, let's start by taking a look at that 401k contribution, and this month, for the month of August, I'm expecting to put in $3,208.62 into my 401k. For those of you who watched my July Budget With Me video, you might have noticed that this is about $600 less. The main reason for this is that I've actually finally managed to max out my 401k, at least the pre-tax portion of it, for this year. With the paycheck that cleared just last Friday, I finally put in the last dollars to max out my pre-tax portion, the $23,000 that I'm able to contribute as an employee for most 401k plans. The thing about my company's 401k though is that I am able to put in after-tax dollars even beyond my $23,000 contribution limit and move that money into a Roth contribution, which I can then distribute into my Roth IRA. Under that process, then, I can actually contribute up to, I think, about $30,000 to $40,000 additional on top of my existing contributions and my company match, for a total of $69,000 in total across my contributions, pre-tax, my company's match, and this additional after-tax bucket. Unfortunately, though, I miscalculated how they would actually handle this. I thought that they would just take the amount that I contributed, take out the taxes, and then contribute what's left, but instead they take out an additional amount to cover the taxes before putting that amount into my 401k. This means that even though I did change my contribution to go down, my next paycheck is probably not going to reflect that, and as a result, I might be short on cash this month. Thankfully, this won't affect my HSA contribution, which is still staying at $262.50 for the month, but unfortunately, it will affect that paycheck. In terms of what I'm actually taking home, I'm expecting to take home $2,896.14 for the whole month of August. This is definitely less than what I usually try to take home and isn't quite enough to cover all of my expenses plus my long-term goals. I'm not too worried because I do have cash savings, but this is something that I'll definitely need to keep in mind. As for my expenses, starting off with rent, unfortunately my rent is going to be going up starting in September, so August is the last month that I will be able to enjoy my lower rent amount. I am still budgeting $1,700.17 here, and I'm not sure if I'll need to increase it, but we'll see how it goes. For transit, I'm increasing this a little bit more because I am planning to attend a convention that's happening in town, so looking forward to that, but unfortunately that also means more transit expenses, but thankfully I don't own a car, so not a lot of expenses here. As for the rest of it, everything else has stayed the same, with my groceries at $200, my eating out budget now at $75, and my miscellaneous expenses and fund money at $200. As for some of my longer term goals, I still do have my student loan debts and medical bills to pay off, so $177.07 will be going towards this. Thankfully for me, one of the payments on my medical bills is going to be finished fully paid off by the end of August, but it won't decrease my expenses by a whole lot. For my travel fund, I am still expecting to put in $250 into this bucket for future travel expenses, although I did take out quite a bit, I think about $500 or so for this month. As for my credit card annual fee fund, I finally managed to downgrade my Chase Sapphire Preferred, but unfortunately my American Express Gold Card is also going up in annual fees, so I'm trying to balance it out, and so I'm going to be depositing $126.17 into this bucket. All in all, things aren't exactly dicey, but they are a little bit weird for the month of August. I'm expecting to actually take out about $100 or so, $116.26 from my cash reserves in order to make up for this shortfall for this particular month. Most of this is really just stemming from me over contributing to my 401k and not realizing how they would actually take out that money, but thankfully it's only for this month and actually only should apply for one paycheck, so after that everything should go back to normal. Because of the fact that this is temporary, I actually made the choice to not decrease any of my spending across my fund money bucket or eating out, but I'm curious to hear from y'all what you would do in this situation. In any case, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.